Hi there. In today's video, we're going to look at how to give an interview. You know, is it important for you? Are you seeking for to get a job or not? Uh, in this episode, we're going to look over some tips about how to give an good interview, how we should answer the interviewer, what we should mention, how we should speak about our work that we have done until now, or anything else. And it's really good to catch up with this procedure that we should go through all through the interview period. Okay. And by the way, I've just collect these tips from Business English Pod. No right reserved for Business English Pod. Okay, here, almost all of the talks that and the interviews that kind of related to business start with a small question, small talk that maybe doesn't relate it to the main subject of the meeting. For example, here's some examples. I read from them. How's the weather out there today? Asking about the weather, and it's not related to interview. Or, for example, did you catch the game last? Did you catch the game last night between China and Porto? Or, for example, would you something to drink before we begin? A glass of water, perhaps? The next thing is, yes, they are called open-ended questions. And the thing is, we shouldn't ramble. We shouldn't talk very longly about these kind of things. It's just maybe an icebreaker. It's just a thing that break our ice between the interviewer and who wants getting given an interview. And the procedure of giving an interview or taking an interview is something like that. As someone who gives an interview, we should summarize our current responsibility, the work experience that we have done, the work that we have done until now, and education and professional certifications. We should mention all of them. And next, we should mention to our management style. And finally, we should summarize our personal characteristics with strong, vivid language. And all of them should be taken under a minute. Okay, so how we should describe our responsibilities. Here are some examples. My main duties include overseeing closing the accounts at the end of the month and assisting in budgetary planning. Or I'm mainly in charge of coordinating the efforts of the making of the marketing and sales departments to ensure a successful product release, sorry. Okay, sometimes maybe in an interview or other situations, we need to clarify ourselves. We need to explain more about what we have talked or what we have speak. Okay, here's two examples. In my management philosophy, I'm a risk taker. What I mean by that is that I'm willing to try new things and think in new ways. Yeah. Just concentrate on what I mean by that. This is the term, the phrase that we use it to clarify what we have said. My management philosophy is risk taker. We're talking about taking risk taker. Yeah? Okay. The second, I definitely think it's good to create a team of people who are self-starters. So here, self-starters. We're going to talk about self-starters more, explain it more in a way that our audience could comprehend, could get us. What I'm saying is, so the phrase what I'm saying is, it's used for clarification. What I'm saying is that as a manager, you should welcome people who are motivated, who have ideas, who work well independently. Okay? And sometimes there's a situation that we need to use phrases that we can buy for ourselves time. Might be, for example, that's a good question. Just bear with me for a second. Here's the way. The second, great question. Give me a second to think about that. All right? Or, so you're asking about the time when I had to deal with conflict. Is that right? Interesting question. Well, let me see. Give me a second, or just bear with me. These are all phrases that we can use to buy for ourselves time. And as I talked about, summarizing what we have talked about, here's some ways that we can summarize our ideas. In a nutshell, the phrase in a nutshell, I think this story really illustrates my strong ability to prioritize tasks. In a nutshell, it's used mostly for this situation. In a word, concentrate on this phrase, taking the initiative has led me to success again and again in my career, as I think this story illustrates. Or, to sum up, sorry to mention it again and again, in a nutshell, in a word, to sum up, they're all used in this situation to summarize something. To sum up, much more important than how you deal with easy jobs and harmony is how you manage challenges and conflicts. My experience demonstrates a proven track record in coping with challenging and resolving conflict. Okay, I hope you enjoy it. This is the first episode for giving an interview. I'll be with you for the second episode, so please be with me.